Good evening and welcome to Back to School Night. I'm James Owen.
And I'm Tommy Durkin.
Right now, you are watching BHS TV, and thanks to the support of the community, we are one of the most successful high school television stations in the entire nation, with over 40 Student Emmy Awards behind us.
In case you haven't noticed, we are going a bit back in time here to reach out to our target audience.
Long gone are the days of heavy book bags.
And instead we have some new technology that's a lot lighter than before.
This year, Barrington High School implemented the Wonder World program that allows each student to have their very own MacBook Air.
Let's take it over to Alex Gall with a segment on the Wonder World program.
What are some of the benefits to the Wonder World program?
Well, it really helps with your schoolwork and getting stuff done on time, and when you turn stuff in. I personally like to type stuff better because I think that it's a lot faster to type than to write.
I like how you can take, your laptops home, because at my house my computer is awful. So it's really nice that I can just get stuff done and then charge it up and then bring it back to school. And I think it's really cool how we all can interact.
I think that it's great getting to use laptops because I don't have to keep track of my assignments and I won't lose anything, and it can help me ensure that all my stuff is turned in on time.
I really like it because, especially Google Classroom, it creates a document for you and you can turn it in and take it back and turn it in. It just creates an all-around good experience.
Well, there's this program called Evernote, and it's really good for taking notes and stuff.
Being able to start my assignments at school and getting home and being able to finish them, because in middle school I had to save it on the computer and not get to, finish them at home, and I would have a lot less time to finish assignments. So
the laptops are very beneficial because you could do stuff on the computer that other classes might have to have you do at a lab, so you always have them accessible.
And it just gives us an overall opportunity to learn more and do better in school.
Thanks, Alex.
As many of you already know, Barrington's fall sports are in full swing.
Along with that, of course, comes BHS's annual Young Hearts for Life heart screening, where athletes and students alike can get screening for heart conditions that can cause sudden cardiac arrest.
Let's go to Brian Keller and Carly Barbera with some more information.
Every year, 7,000 people under the age of 18 die from undetected heart conditions. A terrifying statistic, no doubt, but perhaps what makes it even more terrifying is that cardiac arrest can happen to anyone. 20 million U.S. teenagers participate in athletics. These 20 million teens are often considered the healthiest and most fit for their age, but the statistic unknown to many is that student athletes are 2 to 3 more times likely to suffer sudden cardiac arrest than other peers who do not participate in athletics. To combat these genetic abnormalities that can trigger fatal heart rhythms, Barrington High School will be holding free screenings on October 30th and 31st, free for all students during their PE, health, or open period. For more info or to register your child, visit www.yh4l.org. 200 adult volunteers will also be needed to make this event possible. Please visit www.barrington220.org/EKG volunteer if you'd like to be a volunteer. By signing your child up for a quick, free, and painless ECG, you can successfully reduce the likelihood of them suffering from a sudden death due to heart abnormalities.
Hey, do you want to go to Cook Street Coffee after this episode?
I would, but it'd be so much easier if we had an environment like that closer to the school.
Is the junior commons close enough?
What do you mean?
Well, I hear there's some pretty cool ideas in the works for renovating that space.
Let's take it over to Justin Herr and see what the students think about the plans.
The junior commons is where many students like to hang out before school and eat lunch. The problem is that the commons are old and not as utilized as they could be. After school, they are mostly empty with only a few groups of people in the whole area. Although students are able to sit in the commons before school, they tend to sit in the hallways, taking up space where people walk. The proposed redesign would create a much nicer environment for students to eat during the day and study after school. Students were asked how they used the commons this year and how they would use the redesigned commons next year. With your generous donation, we can bring our junior commons to life.
This year I use it for studying during my open and having lunch with my friends.
This year I mostly use it for eating lunch and coming after school to study.
This year they're really nice to use when you want to hang out with friends and talk and get a study group together. But it's kind of like awkward because it's lunch table style, so you have to look left and right, and with the circle tables I think it would be easier to have it round robin style so that you can look at everyone with much ease.
Next year I would use it for studying before and after school.
I'd probably use them more next year with the new style, kind of not during lunch but after school, so I could work, for example, group study sessions where I can in the library because it's always silent, so give me more of an opportunity to study with my friends in a comfortable environment.
Thanks, Justin. Well, that's all we have time for tonight.
Hopefully you learned a little bit about what goes on here at BHS. But until next time,
have a great night, parents.
And that's all, folks.